Well, welcome to the Hillbilly Trader. Sorry I've been gone for the biggest volatility week in the whole market. My son was hit by a car the Wednesday before that. The Friday of that, or then that Wednesday, I had to fly out of town. Then I got into those FAS trades, and I didn't even get a chance to hedge them or even look at them, or FAS trades. So it's been one crazy little week last week, but I thought I'd catch up. After all the volatility, can't cry over spilled milk, but I sure was bummed. The SKF would have made us, the SKF that I botched would have made us tons. We were in here down in the 60s, if I remember right, and it went clear to 92, 99. But, c'est la vie, we're going to set up a trade that's similar. We're going to go to FDX, and we're going to look at FedEx. But to understand FedEx, one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to bring up a document, because I laid out a document tonight. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to look at this. On FedEx, this is what's called time segmented sampling. Okay? What this shows, and it doesn't show as good as I want it, so we'll just make it. We're going to bring up something called Metastock, and all I want to do is I want to see back in time between August and December, where does FedEx go? Okay. So I'm bringing up a program. I thought that would be viewable better. Maybe I could copy it and make it bigger in a different program, because you sure can't see it there. Let's try to see it here. There we go. Okay, let's come down to this. We might be able to see it here. Okay. What this shows is in 92 it went up, 93 it went up, 94 it went down, 95 it went up sometime, came back to even, 96 it went up, here it came back down, so that's a bummer. Here we got in the start of August, it went down and then it shot straight up. Here we've got, it was flat, we got in, here's the 1st of August, it's down just a little bit. We get in here, we got a rise during that time. Here we got in, it went against us, got a rise. Went against us, got a rise, got a rise. Now, we got a rise on it, got a rise on it. This one that we've had 2 or 3 years down. Here's a down year, here's a down year. And then we've got this huge up year, huge up year. And here's where we're set now. We've already made some kind of drop, and we were clear up here by 100. Most of the time, FedEx from now till December will rally back up to 30% during that time on the time frame sampled, which was over 10 years. I mean, we went clear back here. And if we just take a quick assessment from 92, 1 bullish, 2 bullish, okay, 1 neutral, we're down. Let's take a hash mark and throw it up here so you can see it. Okay. Now remember, this is just August between there, so we're just going to throw this on the screen. Bull. Okay, we're going to shrink this down, and we're going to total it right there for you. Bull, bear, and for neutral, and let's go just put one in there and see. First one, there's a U for an up, U for an up, D for a down, an N for a neutral. And we were looking right here. We got an up, a down. Okay, that would have been that one. Then an up, and we'll call this one neutral. This is about where the month opened, depending where you got it on. Okay, we got an up, and then a neutral. And then we've got another neutral one. There's where it started, but it did go up during the month. Okay, there's a neutral one. Now, this is where we were right here. So there's an up, up. There's 2 ups in a row. A 3rd up, a 4th up, a 5th up. So we got 5 more U's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we've got a down, and then an up and an up. All right. So we've got a down, down, and 2 ups. Up, up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 bullish years. So we got at least a 60%, and some of those went up. Even the down years went up, and even some of the neutral ones went up during the time frame sampled. So FedEx runs going into Christmas. There's no doubt about it. All right. So if FedEx goes running into Christmas, we got another little problem. It's that damn Societe Generale screwed. And it looks like we're going to have to bail their butts out. So since Societe Generale screwed, we decided to take a trade here. And here's the trade that I'm working on. All right. Let's bring this back up. It's all flow charted out here. And I want to just find the flow chart. Some of you will be able to grasp it just off the flow chart. Okay. Some of you won't, so we'll have to go a little bit slower. Let's go in and grab this. Let's back it back out here, the flow chart. Okay, this is a trade I've laid out for me. Now, what's going to happen? We're going to start with a back spread. We're going to sell one in the money 70 call and buy two $85 calls. Okay, we got this narrow range where we lose. If it runs up $5, we're going to turn it into an inverted butterfly or a Van Halen. If it runs down $5, we're just going to get long calls. If it runs down another $5, we're going to throw on naked puts and turn it into a risk reversal. If it goes up $5, then we're going to turn it back into our original trade. And so really we're looping back to our original trade and we start all over. And the object is going to be to catch this thing and get an open-ended risk graph. Okay. So if we look at this, this is what we've laid out. Our tradable instruments is to sell one ITM call January, buy two OTM 85s. We think it'll rise 23 points by December. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. Let's expand it just a little bit. We think it'll rise 23 points by December. A seasonal run in February. A seasonal run in FedEx after a huge drop. Okay, we're going to get in market on the way down is at 75 is a good place to unhedge our short call. So if we drop $5, we're going to unhedge our short call. We're going to sell another call above 85 if it runs up. Sell a put if it goes to 70. That's our trade management. Okay, now this is a weekly chart up here. And here's 0.618 where it landed on the weekly. But in this area between 75 and 70, I'm pretty confident FedEx is going to turn around, especially with the damn postal guys. They're going to get all their butts fired, and FedEx is going to have to take over. Okay, so this is where we're looking at. All right, so we're looking at a big drop and then a run up a little bit. But I think it could come to 85. Goes to 85, should retrace. We're going to hedge it into a Van Halen at 85. 70 is support, so we'll just put it there. Okay. Now, let's get in and do a little discussion in here. Okay. Here's the trade we put in. The trade is right here. It's a pending order. All right. I like to show you how we do that because some of you couldn't work his keyboard to save your ass. Okay. So, look, we're going to come in here. We're going to go out to January, give ourselves plenty of time, and we're going to go right here, and we're going to sell this one, okay, the 70. Let's sell the 70, okay. Did I get a strike price in there? Did I get a wrong one? 70, 75. Ooh, yes, I found an error in my own calculations. Let's delete that. Woohoo, glad I looked at this. Okay, I'm going to put the order in for real. I was tired and in a hurry, and I'm glad I canceled it. Now, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go to sell. That's my sell. I'm going to hold down the control key, and I'm going to buy an 85, two of them. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, it should not be a debit trade. Why is that doing it? A 70. We're going to sell, and this should be a 1 by 2 if I come up here to 85. 1, 2. There's a credit. That's what we should have. That's a 1 by 2, but let's get a little rowdy. Let's go 5 by 10. Okay, we're going to do a 5 by 10. Let's see if we got enough margin to do that. We may not have enough to do 5 by 10, but we'll try. We'll see what they do. They'll probably make us do a little bit less. We're going to go first triggers OCO. Now, if it runs up $5, okay, we're going to sell 5 of these calls. Okay, so if it runs up, we're going to sell the 90 calls. So I'm going to go to sell, and I'm going to change this to 5. If it'll let us, mark it, good tell cancel, or let's get this up here, good tell cancel, if we trade at or above 85. And At 85, we're going to sell the 90s. Now, if it drops back down to 70, we're going to buy back these 5. Okay? So 75 is actually where we'd like to buy them back. I'm going to click buy right here. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it drops, good till cancel, market order. Okay? And we may have to drop these if it triggers at or below 70. This is where we'll change the trade. Now let's see what it says. Okay, there's our order. Good, we're good to go. We're good to go. Now let's look at the other trades we got in here. I didn't trade all last week because of the accident my kid had. He's fine. I just didn't get to trade it. We had HDY, and HDY, this is the trade we're in. We had run up quite a bit, and I didn't get a chance to hedge it in that down move. On HDY, it's easier to see from here. HDY, let's go find this. HDY, we're up 270 for the year, but we've been up as high as 1,200. We're down 1,000 on the open one. Our FAS, we're still down, but I'm not really worried about the FAS. I mean, those guys who gets bailed out the most? The banks. You know, and it's a while before they elect Ron Paul, so the banks get bailed out. And I don't really lose unless it's down below, what's that? 13, is that 13 or 15? Okay, 15. But I have clear out until September, and even if I take delivery, I don't care. So, because FAS, I think it'll jump up. So if I look at FAS right here, we're at 14. If it gets up to 15, any place up into here, look at all the volume down here, big time. It'll probably take another run down because of Societe Generale. Turn and run up. I'm not going to hedge it. I'm not going to. I'm pretty confident of it, and it's not that expensive a stock. The one we just did is. So I'm not going to putter with it, and we really only have 3 open positions. Our long-term silver position, which, you know, we're holding silver up here, and it may run. We can look at silver tonight, which is /SI. Okay? So silver's just puttering, waiting to see what happens with Societe Generale. Okay, I'm whipped, guys. I'm going to bed. Talk to you later.